Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am going to give everyone just a little bit. If you are brand new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe, like, and share. And if you are not new, you already know where I'm coming from. Hit that like button and make certain your notifications are on, okay? All right, now, y'all. We're about to get started. Come on in, come on in. We are going to learn how to write a petition today, a proper petition. Remember, when you have specific petitions, you receive specific results, right? So we are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. I am the truth alchemist. This evening, I do not have on my lingerie. Excuse me if I'm rushing. However, I do know with today's, the extension span of the average person today is very low. So we're going to jump straight into it. Y'all know I don't like to beat around the bush or any of that. Give me just a moment. Y'all know it's hot in my office, and I think I've opened the blinds up more than I can. So the first thing you're going to need, let's speak about the material. A brown paper bag. All right. Secondly, you are going to need a permanent marker. Now, it doesn't have to be a Sharpie. I myself prefer Sharpies, but you got to get a permanent marker, okay? So let's grab a permanent marker. Brown paper bag. We want to keep it as natural as possible, okay? The more natural your work is, the less of the possibility of it being tainted, which we'll get into that in a different video. So let's begin. All right. Now you have your brown paper bag. Here's the thing. If we are doing work that is in our best interest as far as us manifesting, here's what we're going to do. We are going to tear the paper towards us, okay? So first thing first, not only are we going to carry the brown paper bag towards us, we are going to make certain all of the writing is off. And we are going to do all four edges, okay? Because remember, this is work that we're doing for us, for the better. So when it's good work, we rip the paper or do the paper counter or do the paper clockwise towards us because it's for us. When it's work, which I don't believe in good or bad, but when it's work regarding us protecting ourselves, we do it the opposite way, okay? But for the sake of today's video, we are going to do the work with the paper towards us. And you can buy brown paper bags. You can purchase them in a bulk at your local dollar store, Dollar Tree, or wherever. Or you can get them from the grocery store, liquor store, you know, any of those stores. So now we've ripped our paper bag, right? Now, prior to doing all of your work, and remember, we don't judge people over here at all. What must we do? Before we do anything, before we even rip a paper bag, what must we do? We have to cleanse our environment and make certain our environment is clean, right? Because we want spirit to come in. We want spirit to feel comfortable. Okay, remember, spirit is a guest, right? When your guests come over, you want your home clean, you want your space clean, etc. So it's the same for any energy, deity, or spirit that you're working with, okay? So let's we've cleansed our environment. I pre-cleansed prior to the video. Now we are going to cleanse this, our materials, right? And yes, I get down, like I even cleanse the pens and the permanent markers. Anything I'm utilizing, I cleanse it. What do we use to cleanse? You can use anything. You can use sage, camphor, Vesta powder, Palo. I wouldn't really use Palo to cleanse because the Palo was only going to get rid of the bad things, right? The sage gets rid of everything. And when we are doing work, we want to get rid of all of that shit. We don't want anything on our work besides our energy and our intentions, right? So here's the format I come up with to utilize within my petition. I went back to grade school with it. Okay. I used to struggle with, damn, what do I say? How do I say it? What's going to get me the best results? And then I remember in grade school, we were taught who, what, when, where, and how. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, for me, what I do, this is a little bit. For me, what I do, I write with the pen first. Then I go over with my permanent marker, okay? So in today's video, I'm going to do it just as if I was doing a real petition, for some work that regarding what I was doing. So first, it's going to be who. Who are we addressing? Right? What is it that we want? When What is the deadline? When are we expecting this? Where? Hmm. Where we want that motherfucking money to be deposited, right? And how? Sometimes why. But for me, I always include why. But it's only because I'm a talker. And for certain spirits, I like to pour my heart out to. For example, if I'm working with Saint Expedite, we get to the point, right? We don't go into specific details, this, that, and the third. We don't give a long story, long paragraphs. We get straight to the point. If I were working with Ogun, okay, I would definitely pour my heart out. Definitely. I would give detail for detail. If I have to cry, I will fucking cry. Okay. So first, you see I have the who, what, where, when, how, and the why. Okay. Bear with me because this is real spell work. And I'm telling you guys, real when you're really working and this is your lifestyle, it's not pretty all of the time. So don't get caught up with the fascinations, trying to make this look perfect, that look perfect. That shit is for practitioners who display their work. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I wouldn't One thing y'all know, I would never lie to y'all. Okay. Y'all know I like to get straight to the point, so let's jump right in it. Who? Who are we addressing? Are you addressing your ancestors, a certain spirit, a certain deity? Regardless of who you're addressing, we always want to greet them, right? For the sake of the video, we are going to say it's for our ancestors, okay? Now remember, you have different ancestors. You have warrior ancestors, integral ancestors. I won't get deep into it. Not right now. That's for a different video. But we're just going to say, greetings, ancestors. For me, I like to thank whatever spirit it is I'm working with. Thank you for your workings in the present, past, and future. Okay? We always want to give thanks. We want to let spirit know that we appreciate them, right? That they are not taken for granted, that we do not misuse and abuse them. Because you have some people that call upon their spirit team for bullshit. And it's like, you called on them for what? Like, yeah, that's our lifestyle, but that's something that could have been handled with just a simple conversation, right? I had my charcoal burning a little earlier prior to the video, so give me just a moment. All right. Next, what? For me, I like to get straight to the point. So after I greet the spirit, the deity or my ancestors, I always like to put what it is that I'm wanting. And I get straight to the point. Get straight to the point. Don't beat around it. Don't sugarcoat it or none of that shit. Now, you can be very specific if you want and say, for example, today, on this day, I am requesting blase splee. For me, I just put I put my full name for the sake of the video. We are going to call myself Angie Malice. I, Angie Malice, am requesting. Remember, this is work we're doing for ourselves, which is why we rip all four edges of the brown paper bag towards us. I, Angie Malice, am requesting. We're gonna say we're requesting $20,000. Okay, we're gonna say $5,000. $5,000 in the form. Now here's where we get very specific. In the form of cash, right? So this is the beginning. Who are we addressing? We're addressing our ancestors. What is it that we want? We say I. We insert our full name. We are requesting, we're going to say $5,000 for the sake of the video in the form of cash, okay? When? What is our deadline? We're going to say within the next 7 days. And if you're like me, you'll write the number and spell the word out. So we're requesting $5,000 in the form of cash. Now, if you're requesting it to go to your credit or debit card, or if you're requesting for your bills to get lower, you can insert such in the petition. For right now, during this moment, just as as I'm teaching, I'm using this as an example. But wherever you're requesting the funds and the amount is up to you. Where am I requesting this $5,000 to in cash to be deposited to? To my bank account. And we're going to say, what's a bank? Everyone knows Chase is a good bank. To my bank account, to my Chase bank account. Okay. Remember, a specific petition will get you specific results. How? I love the question how, because you can really put anything. You can put a lot of things for how. Considering we're writing the petition for money, we're going to say, how do we want the money? We want our shit to come immediately without a motherfucking delay. Okay? So we're requesting $5,000 in the form of cash within the next 7 days to our Chase bank account without a delay and with ease and grace. Okay? In other words, we need this shit immediately. We don't want no bullshit to come behind it. Because look, we in a hot spot. We need it ASAP, right? So let's go. Not only are we going to put without a delay and with ease and grace, we are also going to put without any harm. Coming to myself, after you put yourself, you will also insert your real name, okay? That's very important. Your full name. You can say your children, family members, bloodline, and loved ones. However you want to word it. Why is this important, especially in a money petition? Let's say, for example, if you were to write a petition summoning a specific amount of money without giving the universe any type of instructions, oh yes, you're going to receive it. No doubt about it. If your intention is strong enough, you are going to receive the funds you are requesting. But here's the thing. How are you going to receive it? You do not want to get anyone caught up. If you don't put specific instructions down, you might receive the money in a car accident. You may receive the money through a life insurance policy from one of your loved ones getting or becoming unalive. And that's not what we want, right? We're good people. We have good hearts. Now, the why part. Keep in mind, if you are dealing with the spirits such as saying expedite, I would not recommend for you to do the why. But for certain spirits, go ahead, pour your hearts out. Tell them exactly why. Tell them exactly what's going on. Begin to build that rapport with spirit. You know, you guys have to keep in mind, although we are human, we're still spiritual beings and vice versa. Therefore, spirit and humans, we all have something in common. We know what emotions and feelings are, right? We know how to decipher them. So I know it may seem as if I'm breaking the video down in preschool or kindergarten terms, but you guys don't receive the calls that I receive, okay? And some of you may. So now we're going to put the why. Give me just, this is why I do not use this type of, this specific herb, because it goes out so rapidly. All right. Why do we want the money? Why do we want the funds? I would really recommend for you to do a rough draft. If you're for me, I'm a perfectionist. So that's why I say do a rough draft prior to you presenting it to spirit. Why? So here's the part where we pour our heart out. This is the part where we tell spirit exactly what the fuck is going on. We're not holding back. We're not being ashamed. We're not feeling guilty. We're telling spirit what's going on, why we're requesting the funds. Okay. So for the sake of the video, we are going to say and I always put my name. I write my name a lot of times in my petitions. I am requesting these funds due to an emergency presenting itself. Unfortunately, now that you can get real, I do not have the funds at the moment due to my income only being enough for my current lifestyle. You can go on from there. I promise y'all, I've had some I've had some petitions that were 7 and 8 pages. I bullshit you not. Because I literally poured my heart out, okay? The number one thing you want to remember, stop telling motherfuckers your business. Don't tell nobody about what, don't tell not a fucking soul of what you're working on. Besides yourself. Not no best friend. Don't go on these Facebook groups or any of that. The moment you do so, your work loses its strength. It's none of their motherfucking business about what you're working on. That doesn't have shit to do with them. Now, once the results have came about, then yeah, you can give a little something, but don't go into these Facebook groups saying, "Oh, did I do this right? How does this sound?" Look, go with your heart. Spirituality is not a cookie cutter. It's not. It's not cookie cut. It's not a cookie cutter thing. Okay. To be very frank with you, all you need is really your intention. You want the fire because it's gonna make you go. But to be very frank with you, your heart is the fire. Remember, our bodies are our altars, right? Love y'all too. So here's our petition. Remember the format. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Now, here's something extra for you. You can put some commanding oil. For the sake of the video, I love the African Witch Bitch. Look up the African Witch Bitch on motherfucking YouTube, baby. Her products are bomb. Gotta get a consultation from her, I promise y'all. I put a few drops of oil. I don't have any Van oil. I put it in 5 spots. Now, if I'm doing the work for myself, I put the oil, I place the oil I place the oil clockwise. If I'm doing the work to defend myself for offensive or defensive magic, I'll then insert the drops counterclockwise, okay? Remember that. It's very important. Can you put herbs on your petition? I would definitely recommend for you to do it. I wanted to be very rapid in this video, not too quick, but I didn't want to give you guys, an hour-long video. I wanted to get to the gist of, to the gist of everything. Now, we have the Van oil. We're going to put some command oil on here. Always in all 4 corners, right? And in the middle. And wherever other oils you're working with, yes, it's okay to put it on your petitions. A little roll opener to open those rolls. For the moment, we'll just put it on the spot of where the oil is so it can stick, right? Now, here's something I do. This is something that's, just my little thinky thing. You'll have your little thinky thing as well. I take a deep breath. And as I'm taking a deep breath, I pull in all of the energy I'm putting towards what I'm working for or towards. And then I blow. Oh, it smells so good. I blow on my petition. Now, here's another thing. Here's a fun tip for everyone. You do not have to use a brown paper bag. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I'll just use this for example. I use a candle. I'll write my petition on my candle. Don't try to be perfect, okay? Don't try to make things so clean and so nice and neat because I'm telling you, spell work is not always neat. It's not. You have to get that shit did. You have to get it there rapidly. That's just the bottom line. You have to get it did and you have to get it there rapidly. So once again, I did not want to make today's video very long. I wanted to get straight to the point. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Put it in the comment section. Listen, no question is a dumb question, okay? If you do not ask, you will never fucking know. I'll repeat it. If you don't ask, you'll never fucking know. So let me know where you're from in the comments as well. Where you coming in from? You coming in from New York, Florida, Wisconsin, Texas, Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia, Arizona? What it do? Detroit? Let me know. Okay? So put your comments in the section. Tell me where you're from, where you're coming in at, and I will respond to all comments accordingly. Remember to order your fast cash and your protection oil along with your sweet jars, your honey jars. All right now. Love y'all. Mwah.